Tasha. Today is June 18th, 2018. I don't know why I'm singing, but today it is hot, hot, hot. I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. It is the hottest day so far here in New York City. Last night, my son and I were watching the 10 o'clock news. He wasn't able to sleep because it was really hot. So we were watching the news and the weather report came on. So maybe I wasn't hearing properly, but I could have sworn that the news reporter said that Mayor de Blasio declared that today, June 18th, was going to be too hot for the little children to go to school. So he said that school is going to be closed today. So my son, he was like, yay. He said, thank you, Jesus. He was happy. No school today, right? So I was like, well, since there's no school, you don't have to rush and go to sleep right now. Whatever, he got up late. We all got up late this morning. And my husband had went outside to do something. So he ran into one of our neighbors and he asked, the children were out of school today, right? And the lady was like, no. The kids had school today. So he had said, well, my wife had said the mayor would have the schools closed today because of the extreme heat. She was like, no, I took my 2 grandkids to school this morning, so I'm feeling like, really? So I guess something obviously had to happen between 10 p.m. and like 5 or 6 a.m. where now the kids went to school today. But I called 311 to see, to confirm. Yeah, it was school today. I'm like, okay. I have to do the same thing I do in the wintertime when there's, a possible school closing for snow and things like that. I'm up like at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. just to make sure before I even say, oh, you're going to have no school today. I should have done that this morning. I should have. Yeah, boy. But, it is very hot. Like, I was outside earlier. My husband had took me outside, said, please take me outside to get in the sprinklers. Yes, I still get in the sprinklers before he goes to work. So I'm in the wheelchair. He has this, push me. And I felt better. I got not soaking wet, but my dress I have on right now, it got wet. And I sat outside. It was a nice cool breeze. I live by the water. So the combination of the two worked out great for me. But I'm like, really? I should have known that they were not going to close the schools. New York City, even if the weather is bad, we rarely get school closings. Like, we are the city that roughs it out. If there is a foot of snow and it's 12 degrees, their schools are going to be open in New York City. Maybe Westchester or, Long Island, they have school closings or they'll open school a little bit later. But New York City, these kids are going to school some kind of way. I remember when I was in junior high school, I had went to junior high school 113 in Brooklyn. And usually I would take the bus to school every day. And I don't know if I mentioned this. My mom was a teacher. So I think it was 1 degree outside. I kid you not. It was 1 degree outside and it was snow, ice. It was terrible. So I'm like, I want to stay home. Like, I didn't ask. But in my mind, I'm like, I want to stay home from school. So my mom, she ended up going to work, and she gave me money to get in the cab to go to school. And I think it was me and maybe 3 other students that were in school, and maybe like 2 teachers. Like, it was hardly anybody in the school. I don't even know if the principal was in school. I have no idea. But I kid you, it was 1 degree. And I remember the cab driver saying, you going to school today? It's cold. You got to go to school. I'm like, yeah. I gotta go to school. See, you know that was back in the day when you could put your 13-year-old in a cab to go to school. I mean, I know people still do that, but you know. But she was like, "You going to school today, sister? If I got to go to work, you going to school." So I had to take my little behind the school in the cold. But yeah, I guess next time, lesson learned. If I hear a weather advisory or school closing, I gotta make sure I get up early in the morning just to make sure before we decide to sleep in and he misses a day of school. School will be over in about a week. My son is graduating. He's going to middle school. I cannot believe he is going. Let me turn this down. I'm sorry. I know y'all hear the TV in the background. Y'all hear the news in the background. Just a second. Yeah, so he is going to middle school. And time goes by very fast. I just had him. This isn't fair. Excuse me, he is getting big. It's not right. No, I'm joking. But seriously, like when you have children, if you're a mom, it's like you just had them. Like they're babies, and then before you know it, they're going to middle school, high school, college, or the military or whatever. Time goes by so fast. So we're preparing to get ready for his little graduation ceremony. Get his outfit for that, and the day before that he has a little dance. It's during school hours. They're only in the 5th grade. I mean, they really don't need to be at a prom till like 11 o'clock at night. So it's during the school hours. I joked around with my son. I told him I'm going to be his date for the prom, and I said I'm going to roll up in there with my wheelchair, and I'm going to do the moonwalk in my wheelchair. So he was like, he said, how you going to do that? I'm like, I'm going to figure it out. You know, I know that was a corny joke. It's all right. But, I joke around my son. I would not go to the prom with my son, even if he was in high school. Some mothers do that. They are their son's prom date. Me personally, I would not do that. Like, no. I would not be my son's prom date. He either find a date or he don't find a date, or maybe him and just like a few of his homies can like put their money together and get a limousine and just, have a good time, go to the prom and things like that. But that's some years from now. I don't have to worry about high school graduation and prom and things like that. But so that's really all I got to talk about today. Stay cool if you're in New York City or other areas that is really burning up, it's hot. And that's it. Take care.